Hello, Aries, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be your love and relationships reading for the end of February 2023, looking at you and the person that you are connected to / needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of the connection. So we've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and then the energy in between the connection. The concept behind these readings is that there, are three sides to every story. So kind of looking at your perception, their perception, and then this unbiased higher level truth / purpose for the connection here in the middle. Every person in our life is here to teach us something. So I do encourage you to think outside the box when it comes to these specific types of readings, because this might not be this might not be looking necessarily at romantic relationships. This could be friendships. This could be, family members, whatever the case is, for you, take it as it resonates, but do try to think outside the box a little bit. I have a different tarot deck for each side of this connection. We'll look at the overall energy, and then I have an advice card that I will pull at the end. All right, Aries, on your side of this, you have adjustments are required with awareness. This really feels like using your awareness to make the changes that are needed on your side. It's either to make this connection come together in a healthy way, or like solve any issues, or potentially heal and move on from it. I'm honestly not certain yet what the purpose of this is, because in between you have a time for healing with nourishment. So I do feel like this is a time to, nourish yourself. I feel like this is not necessarily about nourishing the connection as much as it is about nourishing yourself and making sure that your focus isn't just on the connection. Because I do see that the purpose of at this time for this connection is healing, and maybe this connection is pushing you to heal. The overall energy is focus with grounded. So right now your focus should be staying grounded, not allowing this connection to trigger you to the extent where, your emotions start getting better of you, or you start being reactive rather than responsive. But I'm not necessarily, again, I just don't feel like I necessarily know yet whether this is talking in a positive way or negative. No, not necessarily a negative way, but I don't know. We'll see when I dive in. But this person has a new romantic cycle begins with the boat card. So this person looks like they're moving on from something. I don't necessarily think that that's you. I feel like this is moving on from their past and allowing a new cycle, with this card, a new romantic cycle. This to me is a new relationship cycle. So this doesn't have to just be romantic connections. The last thing I do want to mention, though, is that you could definitely resonate more with the energy to my right than to my left. These can be swapped. But I do see this person is moving away from something, and I feel like it's allowing them to start some sort of a cycle here. But let's see. I also want to mention, if it looks like I'm shuffling weird, I had to break up a dog fight yesterday, so my hand's in some pretty rough shape today. But we're doing all right. All right, this is going to be for Aries side of the connection to the person that they are dealing with. This is looking at your side of this connection, Aries. This is Aries energy toward this connection. This is clarifying the adjustments are required with awareness. Okay. Right now is a time, so you have the Hermit and the Strength with the Six of Cups. I feel like this is really, it's interesting because when I pulled this energy over here, it still very much felt like your energy. So I feel like this could be like a very mirrored connection. Not like your energy, but it felt very similar to. Because this, to me, is about you going within to find your confidence. Because I feel like either this connection triggers your lack of confidence, or it's helping you become confident. It's one or the other. That's what I keep saying, like, I'm not sure. Like, I can't figure out. That's what I meant by like positive or negative. It's not that it's negative. It's that it's either like triggering you, your lack of confidence, or triggering you to become, maybe it's both, because it's almost like it's triggering your past here with the Six of Cups. And that might be why you have this staying focused on being grounded. Because again, like the Strength card, it feels like it could go either way. But I don't necessarily know what your adjustments are. Either way, this is about like the best way for you to stay grounded and stay in your power is to make sure that you are using your awareness of your knowledge of the connection and your knowledge of yourself, to not allow yourself to, again, it's like become reactive rather than responsive. This is Aries side of the connection. Because it's almost like this connection is triggering your past, but I don't. So it's kind of this energy where it could go either way. It's either this connection is healthy, and it's, when you get into a healthy connection after not so healthy connections, it can bring up a lot of the feelings that we faced in unhealthy connections, and we kind of heal those through the connection. I kind of feel like that's a lot of what's happening here. Or it's the opposite, and this is talking about healing from a connection that wasn't so good. And maybe it could be taken either way. Maybe there's no, this is a general reading, so maybe there's no definitive way to take it. It just kind of depends on what resonates for you. Two of Cups and the Devil with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Because you have a lot of love for this connection, but it's like you fear things falling apart. This Devil card is almost like you fear, like, to me, it's like fearing the past repeating itself. Because I feel like this is some sort of a new connection, but it's helping you heal your past. Like maybe you fear this person walking away because you've experienced that, or you fear that you're going to need to walk away because this person changes. Like they're not they become not necessarily who you once thought they would be, because again, like you've experienced that in the past. Because I feel like there's a lot of love here on your side. I don't necessarily feel like I feel like it would be the same for them, but I'm not going to say that yet because I haven't tapped into the energy. But when I pulled this energy, it didn't feel negative. This is Aries side of this connection. Yeah, the Hermit in the World. So that's what because this is the second time you have this Hermit card. You had it with the Strength card. It's almost like this connection is helping you close a cycle here. I feel like this is a new connection. And honestly, the cool way that I'm kind of taking this is this could be like, again, take it as it resonates, but this could be like the new connection you have to yourself is helping you get over a past connection too. Like that's why this energy might feel so similar. And oftentimes, especially if I'm, pulling energies for, divine or mirrored connections, a lot of times that can be taken as your connection to yourself. So that could be another thing here too, is like you've built a new relationship with yourself because of some sort of past connection, and that is helping you heal a past connection. That could be something too. But there's something to do with your past here. It's the second time we've seen the Six of Cups. So there's some sort of cycle that's completing. And it's interesting because if you are in a connection with somebody new, they're kind of experiencing the same thing. This is Aries side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Because this feels like a very positive connection. I feel like this connection brings out your confidence. It makes you feel, because there's two lions here. I'm seeing two lions, like 3 lions. I don't think that's a lion, actually. Is that? No, that's definitely a lion. That's this. Let me show you. This right here. That's definitely a lion because, if you look at it, it just looks like the side view of this lion. And then there's a lion in this too. So you could be dealing with a Leo. Don't necessarily need to be. But it's almost like this is you stepping into like you're the lion in this. Like you are. I feel like this connection is helping you feel more powerful, more in charge, more like king of your own life, if you will, queen of your own life, whoever, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, but it's interesting. That's definitely a lion. All right, this is Aries side of this connection. Either that or I just haven't realized how many. No, it's a lot of lions for the 3 cards. It's in every single card we've pulled so far. So this is helping you. You know what I kind of feel like doing really quick? I have my laptop right here. I want to search like lion spiritual meaning and just see what comes up, because I'll do that if I see lion symbol. I mean, it's what you'd expect, right? Courage, strength, protection, wisdom, strength in overcoming difficulties. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of, it's almost like this connection is helping you be the lion, become the lion here. That's why it feels like a good connection. But that's why, like with the nourishment card, this is more about a time, it's about, yes, of course, invest in the connection, allow the connection to help you grow and help you heal. But, and that's the thing, like healthy connections really are the safest place for us to heal from our past. But this is it's not about nourishing the connection right now. It's about nourishing yourself. It's not that the connection is healing you, it's that it's providing you with the space to heal, right? That's the misconception. Is this, it's not like this person is saving you, right? I don't believe that anybody can save us. The only person who can save you is you. And that's why this feels like this could really be a connection to yourself. It's kind of cool. Okay, Aries side of the connection. Is there a lion in this too? There's not. Queen of Cups in reverse or the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. So what you have to watch out for is that since this connection is new, and I really feel like it's a healthy one, it's triggering you a lot. And you might find yourself being overly emotional, or, bringing in, possibly bringing in past experiences and projecting it onto this person. And that might be creating situations that are a little bit tough for you, because you might be mistaking this person for someone from your past. And there's this need to realize that this person is very different. This is kind of similar to the Pisces reading. But I feel like this is about making sure, that's why your focus needs to be on staying grounded right now. Not allowing yourself to let your emotions run away with you, right? And of course that's easier said than done. But not allowing your emotions, they're not truth, they're feedback, they're insight into what's being triggered, what needs to be healed, what's being brought to the surface. This is Aries side of this connection. Aries side of this connection, please. Yeah, there's the Devil in reverse. So you might be kind of facing, it could be inner obstacles, it could be external obstacles with this connection, because this connection is kind of helping you release yourself from limiting beliefs that you have about these types of connections, because there's the Devil in reverse. Remember, we had the Devil with the Two of Cups, I believe. Yeah. And it almost feels like this is you releasing this like fear that you've gained from past connections. It's kind of beautiful. But with the adjustments are required, this is interesting. With the adjustments are required there. I want to see clarifying this adjustments are required. And maybe the adjustments is not, because the Queen of Cups in reverse can be an energy of allowing your emotions to kind of overwhelm you, get the better of you, make decisions for you. Clarifying this adjustments are required card with awareness, but clarifying what adjustments are required. Ooh, okay. You might find yourself being maybe frustrated with where the connection is at right now. You wish it was further along, or you wish something was different about it. But this message is kind of saying, like, things are at the place that they need to be in this connection. I feel like, oh my gosh, I just got so nervous. I didn't turn that on. You'll see me do that in a lot of videos. I don't know why. I just all of a sudden get this like, oh, it's the weirdest thing. I turn it on every single time. I just anyway, the universe is saying that this connection is exactly where it needs to be right now. That building, and a lot of why things are where they are right now is it's allowing you to heal what you need to heal so that this connection doesn't become sabotaged. Because again, this Queen of Cups, well, actually, I want to clarify this Queen of Cups really quick. I want to use this one. Oof, that hurt my wrist a bit. Okay, clarifying this Queen of Cups in reverse. Clarifying this Queen of Cups in reverse, please. Clarifying the Queen of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Wands. Okay, see, this is the thing. You are really kind of outside your comfort zone with this connection. Or this connection kind of pushes you outside your comfort zone in a good way. Like it's pushing you to heal. It's pushing you to face your past almost. But it doesn't feel like it's a past connection. It feels like this connection is helping you through a past connection. Interesting. So that's why you're being triggered, and that's why this Queen of Cups in reverse kind of has a tendency to come out. But that's why your focus needs to be on staying grounded right now. Because you're going through a pretty intense healing phase right now, and this connection is definitely attributing to that. All right, clarifying last message for Aries side of this connection. There's the obstacles. Yeah, so the obstacles in this connection are triggering you. I mean, we already saw that Knight of Wands in reverse, and there's the trigger card for me, the Knight of Cups in reverse. But it's not that it's like, because there's the Queen of Wands, you have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Wands in reverse. This is like, it's almost like you fear the past repeating itself in this connection. But that fear is being triggered through this connection so that you can heal it, so that you can resolve it, so that you don't bring past conflict into your current connection and potentially, push this person away or run away from it, or become too codependent, like whatever the case is. I feel like this is a very good connection, a very stable one. Okay, let me see. Let me get this person's side. Let's see what they are dealing with. Because I feel like they're dealing with a lot of the same stuff that you are, Aries. This is this person's side of the connection to Aries, please. I think that lion thing is so cool, though. It's just so, it makes sense. It's almost like this is building your confidence in connections of this sort, because I feel like you haven't had that for a while, or maybe ever before. Okay, this is this person's connection toward Aries. Again, this could be a relationship with yourself. This person's connection toward Aries, please. There's the Knight of Wands. See, and there's the Six of Swords. This boat card and the Six of Swords, I mean, this is also a boat, right? This energy is kind of giving me the same vibe. And then this Knight of Wands, I mean, this is what we clarified the Queen of Cups in reverse with. This person is dealing with the same thing. This connection is really out of their comfort zone too, in a good way. It's almost like neither of you have really experienced a connection to this, of this sort. Yeah, because there's the Two of Cups. Same Two of Cups is right there. So there is a lot of love here. But this person is moving on from something of their past as well. It says this person's connection toward Aries. It's both of you are having to be very vulnerable right now. That's essentially what it is, and that's uncomfortable. Now it feels, this person I think feels safe for you to be uncomfortable, or for you to be vulnerable with, but it's still uncomfortable because you, in your past, when you've experienced vulnerability, it's kind of been stepped on, and you've like kind of felt betrayed, or felt like it was like a waste of vulnerability, or whatever the case is. But this person, I feel like this is a safe person for you. Okay, this person's connection, no, let's set the intention. This person's connection toward Aries, please. This Ace of Cups. See, I feel like this person has been walked away from too. I feel like this person has experienced very similar, or they've had to walk away from something. Like they've experienced very similar energies to you in past connections. Connections that they possibly thought were going to be long-term as well. Really interesting how mirrored these energies are. I mean, I said that at the very beginning. Like I said, like I felt like this person was dealing with, like, had a very similar energy to you. And again, that's why it could be your relationship to yourself, which is, if that's the case, like I'd love to hear it. Like let me know, because that's a really beautiful reading. I don't mean to but that's really cool for that to come through in a reading. That this is you building back your relationship with yourself after a not so great experience, right? I mean, that's ultimate healing. And this could be both, right? Especially if other people are reflections to us, is this person, this is both your connection to this person and your connection to yourself. That could be something too. All right. This is going to be this person's energy toward Aries, please. This person's energy toward Aries, please. There's the Ace of Cups and the Three of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like, I'm getting kind of emotional. This is really cool. You are helping this person heal too. This is a very emotional connection, but like in a good way. Like you guys might have a very emotional connection. This is really cute. I feel like this person is, you're kind of opening their heart up, but I feel like they're doing the same to you. This person's energy toward Aries, please. Can't tell. It's in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like they're dealing with like their vulnerability kind of gets them, like I feel like maybe this person struggles with it a little bit more. Or maybe you both struggle with it. But clarifying this Ace of Swords in reverse, you might bring out this person's vulnerability. Clarifying the Ace of Swords in reverse, please. There it is. Yeah, the Five of Swords, because they're a little bit defensive. This person has a tendency of coming off as a little bit defensive, which is what that card means. And then there's the Ten of Cups. It's like they want this Ten of Cups with you. But I feel like they have a tendency to maybe be a little bit more closed off than you do. Or they're mirroring that in you too. And you both are kind of helping each other open up a little bit. Which is really cool. I mean, that's what healthy connections do. That's the whole point of them. This is the person that Aries is dealing with, side of the connection to Aries, please. The person that Aries is dealing with, side of the connection to Aries. There's the Tower. See, they experienced a Tower. This is really cool. They experienced, I mean, not cool for them, but this Strength card in reverse, the same Strength card you have right there, they've experienced things falling apart before. That's where this Eight of Cups in reverse, like it's kind of clarifying that. That has caused them to lose a lot of confidence in their relationships as well. Like, I don't feel like this Tower exists in this connection. Yeah, because there's that Three of Swords in reverse. This is what they're healing from. So I like that because it's almost like you guys are able to help each other so much because you have experienced very similar things in your past. Now, the circumstances don't have to be the same, but the way that you felt about them and the healing that's needed from them, you know, building trust back and learning to open your heart again, like those types of things. This is this person's energy toward Aries, please. This person's energy toward Aries, please. You're helping them heal their doubt. And it's like, it doesn't even feel like you guys are trying to do this to each other, because there's a Page of Swords in reverse. It's not like it's like, this isn't something you're like actively doing. Like, you're not like, we are going to do what we need to do to heal each other. No. That's why this is such a healing connection, because that's why the focus needs to be on yourself, because this, again, this connection is creating a safe space for both of you to be able to heal. It's through the way that you speak to each other, through the things you do for each other, through the just the energy that exists between you. That's really sweet. Could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You definitely don't have to be, because we saw the Queen of Cups too. But I just saw the King of Swords right here. This person just feels like, they feel like typically for them, when they've kind of invested in relationships in the past, that they always seem to come to an end. Like, they're used to disappointment in relationships. And I feel like that might be the same for you too. Especially, I mean, doesn't necessarily need to be all relationships, but it could be. But relationships of this type, or other relationships, like this could be like they created these beliefs because of, friendships that fell apart, or familial situations. It doesn't have to necessarily be just like romantic, or if it's they struggle with building friendships because they've experienced past betrayal in romantic relationships. Like, just take it as it resonates. It could be either way, but I feel like you kind of helping this person open their heart up, and it's really sweet. All right, Aries, we're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to look at the truth of this connection, the purpose, if you will, which I feel like we've talked a lot about already, but you have a time for healing and nourishment, so we're going to elaborate on that, and then I have an advice card specifically to pull for the viewers of the extended reading at the end of that. So thank you guys so very much, as always, for the support of my channel. It means the absolute world to me. I hope that this reading resonated and helped you in a way that you are looking for today, and I wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journeys. Bye, Aries.